From his own political future to the opioid crisis to offshore drilling, I sit down one-on-one with former South Carolina House District 110 candidate and current attorney Trey Harrell for a special edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And be sure to download the free Quintin's Close-Ups app in your Apple or Google Play stores. Well, Mr. Harrell, it is so good to see you.
It's good to see you as well.
Always.
Yeah, thanks for calling me.
Anytime, anytime.
Yeah.
Well, there's so much to talk about. Beginning with the obvious, everyone's still talking about it. Utilities. Yeah. This is the Post Report headline from just recently. It says this: Scanning the menu issue bold threats about cutting nuclear rates, but lawmakers' trust has frayed. Tell me this: who do we trust here in South Carolina?
You know, I read that story that you're talking about this morning in the paper, and it is a very difficult topic to deal with. Number one, you got to get the taxpayers back their money that they lost, that they deserve. But the problem is we've got to make sure that our utility is properly funded and properly operate so that we have an ability to attract the businesses that we need to attract in this state. Individuals should get their money back, hands down, quickly. However, we've got to make sure that the utilities have the money to operate going forward. So who should we trust in this? I think that it's weird to say. We probably need to trust our legislators. I think they're doing the right thing. If they vote the way they're probably going to vote and the way that we're hearing they're going to vote today, things should be going properly and smoothly. So we'll just see what happens.
If you were in the House of Representatives right now.
No. Oh, wow.
How would you vote?
Probably just like William Cogswell's going to vote.
Okay.
He is doing a great job. We talk regularly. What he is focused on in this particular issue is exactly the way you need to be focused. So I would vote that way. Yeah.
You know, I want to talk to you about this as well, but I mentioned it to you. But let me talk to you about opioids, because the president said this just last night in the State of the Union address. He says this, quote, "In the end, we will succeed. We will prevail." How will you guys prevail as far as Republicans, as far as ending the opioid crisis?
You know, that is first off, the opioid crisis is a major problem that we have that affects particularly rural areas in the state of South Carolina. The task force and the money that the president has put forward for this epidemic and this crisis is what needs to be done. Giving the resources to Jeff Sessions and the Justice Department, the U.S. Attorney's Office to do what they need to do, and the DEA to do what they need to do is exactly the right route that we need to do. We need to go. Okay. I believe personally that what we're dealing with in the deaths that are happening and the overdoses that are constantly occurring is something that just needs to be set aside, and it needs to be an education base. We need to get the kids younger to understand. They need to understand that this is not something fun. This is not something you can play with. We need sentences that not only show people that that's not what they need to do. They need to give people the way to give them a handout so that they can be rehabilitated and become better and become productive members of society after they've had issues with opioids. And I think that comprehensive approach is the right approach, and I think that's what Republicans are going to do. I think if Congress continues to fund the president's plans, then we'll be able to get it done.
Another issue the president is trying to focus right now is on offshore drilling. That is, a lot of people on both sides are saying no to this issue.
Yeah.
Where are you with this?
I think that's another issue that you've got to look right down the middle at. Number one, if we did do it, it would bring in billions of dollars to our economy. However, if we did it and we did it wrong, and we were to have a spill, the spill that happened in the Gulf years ago cost $6 billion in insurance payouts. Now, what I do for a living is deal with insurance companies on a regular basis. So, to me, that is a major issue that we've got to be worried about. And if we can ensure and properly handle that so that if there is to be an accident, that we are properly taken care of in the state, because our problem is so much of our coastal communities' money is built on tourism dollars. Right. And if we were to have a spill and we were to blow a beach season on the Grand Strand, could you imagine the detrimental effect that it would reverberate across the state? So I think that if we're going to do it, it has to be done right. But I also think that it is something that we have to be very, very careful with. We are very blessed with where we live and having such a beautiful place, and we can't mess that up.
I was just looking at this article from the Barnesburg Times-Democrat about you joining as the first circuit as prosecutor many years ago in 2013. Yeah. Obviously, you're an attorney now. You're a husband. You're obviously a father.
Yep.
And you ran for House of Representatives last time.
Mm-hmm.
You just told me Cogswell's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Where are you with your political future?
Oh, wow. You know, I'm really enjoying being a dad. I loved being a prosecutor. Okay. It was probably one of the greatest jobs I've ever had. There are so many issues that are going on with the rule of law and with where we have to be here. But on the other hand, we've got great people in the jobs. William Cogswell's doing a great job. Peter McCoy's doing a great job. Chip Campson's our senator, and he's doing a great job. We've got so many great folks out there and so many good folks running for the people who aren't doing a good job right now that I think that we're set where we need to be. So as for me, as for my future, I'm really enjoying being a dad. I'm enjoying building my law practice. And, you know, something may come in the future, but as of right now, I'm just going to enjoy practicing law and doing what I do and having a good time and playing with my little girl.
That is awesome. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Trey Harrell, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate this.
Thank you.